everybody, and if you're new to the channel, this is Riley, and I'm Sometime Is Now. And today we're going to work on my 2018 1025R. We're going to do a air filter upgrade. The original one that came on the tractor, they've been having a lot of issues with the studs that are mounted into the valve cover. With the vibration, it ends up snapping the bolt off, and it actually sometimes the piece will fall down inside the valve cover. So they come up with an out. What? What are you howling about? Come on over here. We got guests. See? Right there. So anyways, we're going to take and unmount the old air filter kit and mount this new one. So I'll show you what everything's in the kit, and then we'll go through, start taking it apart. So stay tuned. Alright, so this is what comes in the kit. Comes with some nuts, the hose, bracket, a couple of hose clamps, the clamp that goes around the new air box, and that's pretty much it. So we'll get under the hood and we'll start ripping her apart. So first thing we got to do is we got to use the key or a screwdriver or whatever, and got to stick it right in this. And it just pushes a button in there in this piece and pops the hood. Alright, so now we got the hood open. This is the original, and if you look down in there, try to get you a view. If you look there, you got 3 bolts. They're bolted right into the valve cover, and what happens is it snaps those studs off from the vibration, and what happens is sometimes the pieces of metal will fall down into the valve, and it's catastrophic. So I guess they come out with this new kit. Alright, so you pull this out, and then you slide this forward like that, and then you lift this out. It's got little tabs in the back. Slide it back. Slip that aside. Alright, so now we got to take this off, and this sometimes is hard to get off. There's a little pair of pliers. Alright, so now we'll take the hose clamps off. There we go. Alright, so this is the old style, new style. A lot smaller. This is a 2-stage. This has 2 different filters in it. And actually right in here, this piece would break, or it will snap these studs off on the top of the valve cover, and some of these fragments of this will fall down into the valve and catastrophic failure of the engine. So I figured that I'd get John Deere's update so I'd play it safe. I'm going to just tuck a rag down in there so nothing falls in while I take these bolts out. So these are a 13mm socket. Don't want to lose those. And this is a beefy piece of metal. Probably added so much weight when they doubled the thickness that it was breaking the studs off. Alright, so the first thing we gotta do is we gotta mount this bracket. So once I mount this, you won't be able to see it, so I'm going to show you now. This has a crimp on it, so when it goes in there, it actually locks in once you put that like that. So then you put your nut on the top. So that's what's gonna put it in there, lock it in, and then you're gonna go like that around the filter. So we'll get this mounted first. Don't pinch the overflow hose. Don't leave you much room down there. So you got your 2 bolts here that come out, and you got to put your nut on them. There we go. 1.1. What I noticed is when I went to put this in, this canister can be turned, and you go like this, so you can rotate it, all these clicks, and it wasn't lined up right because it was hitting on this bracket. This was, so I actually had to pull this out and rotate it one, so it would actually, because what happened was it was down like this and I couldn't get it to go in, so I rotated it one. So now this will go right in here. This has to go into this. So we go like that, put that in there, and then that just goes like that. See if I can get you under there. There. So now we just got to hook this up. So you got to put this nut in backwards, and it sits down inside that hex slot like that. Like that, and then you just put the nut on the back. And I believe this is a 10mm. Alright, now we got to put the hose on. Put this hose on. And you got to remember to put the clamps on. We'll put these on. I'll put this one on first. And take that rag out, and then put that down. Once we get this one on, we'll straighten that up and get that down like that. There. We'll just get our hose clamps on. Like that. The factory clamps had these covers on, the clamp aid. It went on the end of these, so it doesn't do anything. So I'm going to put these back on. It looks better too, but then don't leave any sharp objects. There. Back to stock. All installed. Torque to 10, tightened, 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 and now no chance of breaking these studs off. And now you can also get to the oil fill. There's two oil fills on this. There's this one, and then there's one down in there. So, but now you can get to this one too if you had a nice filter, or a funnel, should I say. Looks good. Another job well done. Thanks for watching, guys. I got another, oh, by the way, I got another couple projects coming up. I'm going to put single point, eliminate these so I don't have to keep pushing these back for the loader and the blower. I'm going to put a single point connection that's going to mount right here, so when I go to take my loader and blower off, it's just going to be one little click instead of having to unhook all these 4 lines. So that'll be nice. So stay tuned.